Hi, today we're going to learn how to make labels in Gmail and how to create a filter so that we can actually sort out things that are important and things that are maybe not so important that can wait in our email. It's just a way of organizing your email account, and it's really, really simple. I think you'll like it. I'm going to go to my email account. Let's take a look at it. And I've got a bunch of junk in my email, just depending on how you organize your email. Um, I've got some settings open here. All right, first thing is over here. Let's make a label. Let's say you're a student, Hereford High School. All these teachers email you. They email you your work. The Google Classroom, every time it gets updated, it emails. And actually, those things are quite important. And so I'm going to actually create a label by going over here, and I'm in my Gmail, and I'm going to click it. I think I'll just call this From Teachers. Okay, this would be student side, but obviously anything. If you've got administrators and you want to create it from the principals, they send you information, that's great. You can create any kind of label you want, but I'm going to create one called From Teachers. This is where I'm going to have email, and every time my teachers email me, I'm going to have it go to that label so that I can find it. Here's my From Teachers. I do like to use color. How about you? I love using color. I gotta color this. It'll bug me if I don't. So I'm gonna go over here to label color. Green's my favorite, but I've already used that color. So I'll just use this interesting color here. But there's my color, and it's From Teachers. By the way, you can move these labels around any way you want. But I'm going to say this is From Teachers, and this is where I want my teacher emails to go. All right. Okay, we're just going to have to pretend here because I don't have an email from a teacher. Let's open up this email. I happen to be recording with Loom today. Um, so I want to take this email, and so I've opened up an email, and I want to have it always go to my teacher folder. Again, you have to assume that this is from a teacher. All right, so I'm going to go here to my More button in the email. I'm going to the More button. It's the three dots that you see on your screen, and I'm going to say, let's filter messages like this so that I don't keep getting them in my email. I can sort them. Automatically, it's going to put your the email address uh, of who this email was from. Again, you have to assume this was your teacher. And then I'm going to say, create a filter. Let's create a filter. I'm not trying to search for emails from this person. And I'm going to say, let's say, what do we want to do? Let's apply the label. So that means every time that I get an email from that email address, I want to apply this label. So let's say I want to apply that From Teachers label, the one that I just made. Okay, so I create that filter and I say, let's just make sure we always put it From Teachers, and then we create our filter. Okay, once you've done that, anytime you get an email, it's going to be under this label From Teachers. Okay, same thing here. So just give that a try. And see if that doesn't happen. It'll look like this, where it's technology. Anything I get from Adobe is going to be technology, and there's my technology tab because I'm getting it from the technology department. And so there you can see, this is just a simple way to look through your email. And maybe instead of just automatically going to that inbox and seeing that overwhelming amount of emails, I delete mine pretty often. But instead of that, the other way is you can, instead of going to all mail, you can actually go to whatever section. Oh, here's one. Let me open this one. Same thing. I can actually say, hey, every time I get one from Mrs. Glasscock, I'm going to ask her to filter. I know it seems like a lot of steps, but you have what, 7, 8 teachers? You can, every one of these teachers, you can actually create a filter for, and that was to all staff. So I can say that I want this to automatically go to that box. I can also, instead of applying a label, I can mark it as important. I can say add a star to it. Okay, I want this starred because these are super important to me. Okay, I can always mark it as important. That way your important emails will be up at the top. If I star it every time that I get sent that, I can create that filter. And now I'm going to have a star on it. and it's going to show me that. Give this a try and see if this doesn't help you get your mailbox much more organized. You can see mine is kind of a bunch of